Let's talk a little bit about a new concept here. It's referred to as joint life or survivorship life. And it's basically how you can structure a policy. It's going to depend on certain companies, whether they offer it this way or not. Some of them, their policies are only going to cover one person at a time, and that's the way it is. But with a joint life or survivorship life, you're able to cover more than one person on one policy. For example, the thing to remember on joint life, first of all, that tells you joint. It means it's at least two people. Easiest thing to remember is either two business partners or a husband and wife, for example. So they're covered on one policy. So they use an average age. So sometimes if there's a significant difference in the ages, you can really reduce the premium because they're going to use an average of the two ages of the two people who are covered. So that could be a great savings right there. Thing to remember on joint life. The death benefit pays out when the first person passes away. Doesn't make any difference who the first person is. I'm sure it makes a difference to the person, but the concept here is it pays out when the first person dies. Okay? Now, on the survivorship side, again, you're covering two people on one policy. Using that average age again, so it could be a real discount in the premium costs. But with survivorship life, the death benefit does not pay off until the second person dies. That's why it's called survivorship life. It pays when the survivor, the last survivor, passes away. Survivorship life is used oftentimes in the estate planning process, or at least it has in the past, because estate taxes, inheritance taxes, don't usually come due until the death of the second parent. So that's why this type of policy structure was created, because they use life insurance, oftentimes joint and survivor or survivorship life, to kind of pre-fund the possible inheritance taxes if you have a large amount of assets. So it's a very useful tool, very nice way to meet that inheritance tax burden that you may be leaving to your children. So joint pays at the first death, survivorship pays at the second death.